future Kalos has anti-homeless benches. I'll disguise myself as a Pikachu, so people will love me. Every single Mimikyu in existence apparently. What's this, a Kanto Mega Evolution that doesn't change too much and is goofy rather than edgy with a lot of spikes? I hate it with my entire essence. What's this, a Kanto Mega Evolution that doesn't change too much and is goofy rather than edgy with a lot of spikes? I love it with my entire essence. Someone is talking about potential type changes that could be applied to existing Pokemon. They are based on superficial traits rather than something that actually fits the Pokemon. Brock, knowing you cheated when you throw out a level 100 Nidoking, but he can't prove it. This is a Mega Evolution? Is what Mega Evolution supposed to be? Ultra Sun. It freezes hikers who have come to climb snowy mountains and carries them back to its home. It only goes after men it thinks are handsome. Hey you, leave him alone. Zangus with immunity. Zangus with toxic boost. Mega Horlacher. The community. Mega Victory Ball. Mega Dragonite. Arceus. Arceus. Me who just started a civil war. There is no Easter Bunny. There is no Tooth Fairy. And there is no Mega Machamp. I introduce an item that'll allow me to use every game mechanic, and everyone loses their minds and says I'm disrespecting the law. But you've been doing that exact same thing for 6 years, and nobody ever complained. That doesn't seem fair. Huh. So can we all agree we are getting a Mega Horlacher in ZA? Now it's Mega Machamp. What? Are you sure? It looks like Horlacher is a Kalos Pokemon and a underdog, and I've heard some rumors from the internet too to form my basis. Nah bro, I'd rather not trust the rumors, rather my gut due to the previous 2 new Megas being 3-stage Kantomons and betting on Machamp. Kanto is the favored region anyways. It's Mega Incineroar cause I think it's cool. Pokemon presents be like. The final announcement at the end being important. Mobile stuff, trading card game, and animation projects. Roxy in the Pokemon games. Roxy in the Pokemon anime. Me if Mega Charizard Z happens in ZA. I sleep. Me if all 3 Kalos starters don't get the Megas they always deserved in ZA. Real shut. Me finally beating Pokerog's classic mode for the first time. My 3 Gigantamax starters that basically started carrying me through the game after wave 120. My girlfriend told me she needed time and space, so I got her Dialga and Palkia. Hey Zubat dad, I didn't hear no Victory Ball. Sir, a second Skarmory has hit your G-Max Duraludon. It's super effective. When you finally drop the champions Mon to red health, and then they put a full restore out to their race. Fug. Horde shiny hunting in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. How was Mega Victory Ball made? Me when facing the gym leader in a Nuzlocke. Calm. Me when facing a random trainer that has randomly strong Pokemon in a Nuzlocke. Panic. The pupil of your eye can expand as much as 55% while looking at something you love. All the cool kids headed for their trial at Brooklet Hill are drinking pinup juice. Pokemon Core Series characters. Use Earthquake. Pokemon anime characters. We don't do that here. I prefer the real most terrifying trainer. I said the real most terrifying trainer. Perfection. I better keep my ace in this office. That boy Regigious slow start is about to run out, or I'm finished. Other Megas. Bigger size. Design aspects from pre-evolutions and cool features. Mega Horlacher. No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Players with a fast mean look user. Roaming legendary. Pokemon that should have not got a Mega annual meeting. Acid burns your scene. Yup. It produces heat when in contact with water. Yup. Acid burns are identical to burns from fire. That makes sense to me. So, acid themed moves should be fire type. No, it's poison type. My Gen 5 Elite 4 experience. You can't catch me, guy thoughts. My immediate reaction to seeing the new Mega. What the hell is this? The latest reveal in a nutshell. Is that a giant feather, or are you just happy to see me? She will never do a cuteness overload moment. Please Pokemon Company, make more whimsy and goofy megas, because it would be so ducking funny. Bad Kanto pandering. Same 10 Pokemon getting special treatment and showing up on every bit of merchandise. Tiring. Low-key obnoxious. Perfectly acceptable Kanto pandering. Kanto Pokemon that weren't part of that club of 10 popular Pokemon and have been collecting dust because of it. I've only had Mega Hawlucha for 10 minutes. But if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room, and then myself. Fun Pokemon fact. The Kanto gym leaders in the Johto games use more Johto Pokemon than the Johto gym leaders. Total 4. Total 7. The 4 horsemen of Leave Me Alone. Hey, check out how hard I can pay. Bleeg. Wait a minute, does that mean that Mega Victory Ball's poison type moves are super effective against steel? This sweet smelling acid can melt steel. Why is Pokemon obsessed with these photo booth features? Did anyone actually use these? Theory, this guy was the winner of the Indigo Plateau Conference. James hanging out with Mega Victory Ball. When you realize your opponent's Lucario can fight with Tai Chi and create its own katana with aura. The moment Charmander realized he messed with the wrong Bulbasaur. If my character Mordecai Kampfer has his Greninja, it will have his katana and Wakizashi. Paps put skull on Dino. I will call you Coolbone. Niahihi. One of the world's rarest Pokemon. Sings and dances to make people want it. Ash Greninja trains with katana in lab. Gary, Professor Oak, and several of Ash's Pokemon gets injured. My Pokemon journey be like. When there is a bunch of heat girls in school, gotta catch 'em all. Dragonite, Charizard. This is Serena if she was a contestant in Narca, or a contestant in the Japanese Formula 1 Grand Prix in Suzuka. Shansa, I choose you. You call that a Pokemon? Greninja is Ash's strongest water Pokemon. With a perfect bet. I'm only one around here that notices. Current seasons of both Pokemon anime and My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic are bad fan fictions made with budget. We need ideas for a new legendary Pokemon. Let's hear 'em. A giant earth snake. A sun lion. A dark bird that can snack life out of stuff. When you see that shiny Pokemon on the global trade system, nothing matters anymore. We need an awesome Pokemon. Mewtwo. Hawlucha. Beelzemon. That's a Digimon. Your point is, he is the best. Time to find a hidden ability Sharpedo. When you realize the Grumps will never get off the first island. Mewtwo use Psyshock. Shadow of the Warp. The last person who said cash me outside, I was in a Pokeball. Am I the only one around here that thinks generations 5 and 7 are the best? If Giratina was banished to the distortion world for being Glint and originated in Sinnoh, why is its distortion world form the origins form? That moment when the head game was better than you thought. And this is where I'd put my Sinnoh remakes, if I had one. My wins in Pokemon Duel. I don't win. Actual strategies. People ducking themselves over, non-player character or not. Having fun yet? Bet you can't caught me? I caught a shiny Arbok. What are you gonna name it? Normally I wouldn't name my Pokemon, but I'd name a Rayquaza in a hole, and this specific Arbok adds. A wild Bulbasaur appeared. Not the best timing in the world. I will create a conservative Anpanman short where Anpanman is portrayed as a hardline Shintoist ideologue conservative on college humor when I graduate from college. Do you know that is an insult to the late creator Takashi Yanase? When you have heard the Team Rocket theme song the first time, when you have heard the song the 10th time, when you have heard the song the 100th time. My Gyarados can take your Sharpedo any day. I'd like to see your Gyarados withstand one of my Sharpedo's hurricane attacks. One does not simply Be the smallest member of a society even when kids join. Goes out to capture all 802 Pokemon. I spy Marshadow. When you see a cockroach in the house. I saved the Pokemon world and I'm 7. Oh, and this dope helped too. When you're sick of Pikachu being in the spotlight in every game. When your friend eats burger, but you save yourself for the summer. We should take all the Zubats and push them somewhere else. Pokemon is definitely influenced by the Illuminati, as that after Greninja left Ash, we saw the rise of the populist right and peep. Dude, what if one of the Pokemon that have ever been added were a fake Mon? That's so well hidden, yet good enough to get here. Pokemon Direct the 6th of June 2017 in a nutshell. Typical Pokemon fan. So fans, you know how you've been waiting for Diamond Pearl remakes. Typical Pokemon fan. Gasp. Oh my god. Typical Pokemon fan. Yep, that's right. Typical Pokemon fan. We made Sun and Moon sequels. When you lose your mind because top players don't talk about the Pokemon Company International consistently. Prepare for trouble and make it supersized with a Diet Coke. The quality of the Sun and Moon installment went down the drainer. Maybe we need an installment with more sword fighting than Pokemon fighting, and a trainer with sword wielding Greninja and Lucario. When I'm sad, I eat all your Pokemon food. Game Freak fans, I finally found it. After 15 years. Game Freak, the Scroll of Truth. Fans letter. Mega Evolution is better than Z moves. Game Freak. Nia. This is Greninja. Playing a video game on Nintendo Wii. If you look at the difference between Kalos and pre-trainer Serena, there's not much difference. This is Serena, when she is unsatisfied with Ash's performance. Kangaskhan the parent Pokemon is born a mother. When I battle someone who has a Magikarp, I use a stronger Pokemon. Call a local sushi bar. Kick it. Why I hate Ash Ketchum. He does the exact same thing in every single episode. He doesn't age, so that Game Freak can earn money for as long as possible. He doesn't feel any other emotions other than joy, sadness, or anger. He is stupid as duck. He abandoned all of his Pokemon for the sake of catching new ones. Pokemon Ultra Sun. Pokemon Ultra Moon. How I feel when I drink coffee on Friday night. Walking Pokemon. When a trainer's Pokemon prefers to be outside of its ball, where my caricature Mordecai has a walking Greninja, Lucario, and Gallade. If you ever seen the movie The Mystery of Lucario and Mew, you know you can catch a Rowlet with Lucario Kingdom. What every Lucario reacts when they see the gallery section of the Lucario article on Encyclopedia Dramatica. Palette shipping, a popular fan fiction, where Ash is with Gary, which we wished he would make a comeback. This is what fans wanted, as we see him becoming an intelligent trainer who understands Pokemon typing. Pokemon logics. It's just one screwed up paradise. What is Pikachu's favorite dance? The hokey Pokemon. Puts Charmander in a house. Well, this is as good of place as any. What every Japanese nationalists believe in. After Trump won 2016. Competitive battling in a nutshell. Typical boring Pokemon. Typical boring Pokemon with unique sets. Other Pokemon. This is Ash and Serena, training to be ninjas, especially for Greninja. The only guy Homst attacked a child in Pokemon. Oh my god. I used Memento via metronome. What does that do? Oh. Come weaklings. I shall destroy you all for the swarm. Me. After waiting for Pokemon Gen 1 as consider original. Every day, thousands of Pokemon are caught then senselessly transferred, while others are tormented and forced to battle for their trainer's amusement. Wants to catch them all. No other console for trade evolution. Global trade system players all want a level 1 to 10 Arceus, too young for events and bad Wi-Fi. Diagnostic result. Ash Ketchum is the best waifu ever. Diagnostic result. Misty is 50% waifu material. Explain. Pokemon needs 3 save files. One for my Charmander, one for my Squirtle, and one for my other Charmander. Oh frick, it's Joe. I hate hats. It's gonna roll to my form. Done dat. What did the announcer say before the Pokemon League? Please no. Let's get Regenrilla. So my friend got a Shedinja by evolving his Ninjask with an empty space, and the empty shell took up a Master Ball. Guess the Shedinja was a shellfish narcissist as well as a thief. Boo. So you're telling me you don't need cables to battle Pokemon? Let us introduce ourselves for the millionth time. Daddy, are Pokemon real? No, son. Unfortunately, sadness intensifies. They said what was the Master Ball for? I said Mewtwo. Oh, I used it on my little Pidgey. Fennekin points at Socrates with a gun. They asked me why I killed them. I said, why not? My name is Inigo Septile. You are a water type. Prepare to die. Oh crud. When someone has an EV, they say EV is too cute to be strong. If Pokemons became anthropomorphic, this is what it can look like when they catch non-anthropomorphic Pokemons. I knew it. Whoosh. You like Pokemon card collections? Well then. Your drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens. As God is my witness, I thought Magikarp could swim. When video game championships players are not pleased with the Pokemon Company International's decisions. When you find out the Pokemon Company International decided to listen to people who don't know anything about video game championships instead of the actual community. Your face when you're getting destroyed, as well as being jamchered at London Internationals. Do you guys know how to become a Pokemon master? Grow up. Pokemon ain't real. Mudkip, my second favorite Pokemon after Greninja, can be a lieutenant of the Marines. When you realize fans voted you third place as the favorite Pokemon, while Greninja is first place last year. Greninja is the strongest water Pokemon. If only it can use Catanus. Chespin, why did you say that about Pokemon? Yeah, it's the franchise you live in. Say sorry, Chespin. Fine, Pokemon is cool. Were your fingers crossed? Yup. My Greninja likes to grind me. What did you expect? Reached level 40. Don't know what to do with my life anymore. One does not simply call themselves a Pokemon fan and only play Pokemon Go. When you're of range of the Pokestop. When you realize there are people with the name Shigetomo, taking from the creators' names and putting them together. Ash is confused. It hurts itself in its confusion. Looks like Pixiv user Shinichi Yanagora wrote 3 songs about Greninja. I just heard from Gary that he and Border K. Kampfer transferred your Greninja to Professor Kampfer into Canton to research on the Bond phenomenon, after gaining his trust with the help of Serena, after becoming Queen of Kanto. Greninja will eat every Pokepuff, even if it can only eat one. Chuck Norris is the only one to catch all the Pokemon, and he still has dial-up. Culturally insensitive Halloween costumes. Pokemon was right. It's all Witty's fault. My head detached itself after getting hit from a super effective attack with the Bond phenomenon. Your aura is doing so to minimize injury. When you have him at 1 HP and him runs away. Max having a Galate suits him well due to the fact that the rats he caught was a male. Snivy, a challenger of Mudkip appears. Pokemon shaming. Pokemon holding a message of their confessions based on dog shaming. Lucario is my second favorite Pokemon, as it evolves with happiness level. Greninja and Lucario are my top 2 preferred Pokemon. That they will be my sword-wielding walking Pokemon. Jesse, what is Team Rocket? Well, I don't know. Maybe it just us looking good. Is Game Freak ruining the value of shiny Pokemon? No. This is what happened when Ash caught Froakie. Nothing to do here. Something to do here. Nintendo. Guys, we need more ideas. Luigi, Zelda, I dunno. Maybe Diamond and Pearl remakes. Nintendo. Being a Pokemon master as an adult, I spent days researching movesets and team builds before I came up with a perfect team. Then I went through a couple thousand Pokemon to find the perfect natures and IVs, and after that, it was a simple matter of EV training. Being a Pokemon master as a kid, I got a team of level 100 Pikachus. I named them all Peep, Wee Yee. Jinx. Pokemon's response to Nicki Minaj's popularity. This is what happens whenever Ash loses a major tournament. Woot, weren't that part a fun boy, Nidoking? Why you know Yveltal, I am. What is my purpose? To get boned by my Pokemon. Oh god. Hey Ash, are you okay? You look kinda stoned. I'm Giratina, ruler of the distortion world. Bow to your knees before I destroy everything you love, starting with your puny little Pokemon. A wild Giratina appeared. Ha. I warned you. I'm too powerful. Give up before I destroy your last Pokemon. Wait, is that a Master Ball? No. Hey, you going to sleep? Yes, now shut up. If Paradox Entei exist, then it would probably be Fire Dragon with Photosynthesis and perhaps the most powerful Sun Team Pokemon. Hey, you going to sleep? Yes, now shut up. Did you know that Kyogre and Rayquaza appeared in the SM anime but not Groudon?